Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Counting Down With You reading vlog. So I was lucky enough to receive an art copy of Counting Down With You by Tashie Bhuiyan from the publisher, so thank you so much to HarperCollins and also Inkyard Press for sending me this art. It's my first art from a publisher and I feel so lucky and grateful. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, I have just received one of the most exciting packages I think of my life thus far. That's probably a little dramatic, but I have never properly requested ARCs before. I mean, I think I've done it like a couple of times, but that's when my channel was like way smaller. But you know what, there's like a book that's one of my most anticipated releases, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna request it and see what happens because I have a bit more of a following now. And I got approved and I'm so freaking excited because it's finally here. But I am literally so excited for this, I can't even contain it. So we're gonna open it because I'm freaking the hell out. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I can't even believe that I'm about to hold this book in my hands. I've never been sent a book from a publisher before. Never. Like, I've had ARCs before, but not ones that were sent to me from a publisher. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I just saw it. Oh my god, I'm shaking. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so big. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's such a floppy paperback. I feel so lucky right now. Oh my god. So I've been ARC of Counting Down With You by Tashie Bhuiyan. Oh my god, this book is freaking gorgeous. I am so excited to have this. Thank you so much to HarperCollins for sending this book to me. It's Inkyard Press. I am just... oh my god, I am so excited. Thank you so much for sending this book to me. I'm literally so freaking excited. Oh, I'm so excited. So, I'm just like, this book doesn't come out until May, and I have it in my hands. This is the coolest thing ever. So this book is one of my most anticipated books of 2021, and I'm so excited that I have it in my hands early. Like, I'm touching it right now. I am flipping the pages. I can see it. I'm so excited. Since it is one of my most anticipated reads, I thought that I would vlog my experience for you guys and also remind you that you should pre-order this book, add it to your Goodreads, because Tashie deserves all of the love. Just popping in here to tell you about the pre-order campaign for Counting Down With You. If you submit your pre-order receipt to the link in the description, you will receive a bookmark, a signed book plate, an art print of Ace and Karina, and a download of Ace's song Spark. Indie pre-orders will receive all 3 bookmark variants. Also, if you pre-order from Books of Wonder, you will receive a scrunchie. It's open internationally as well, which is amazing, so definitely pre-order if you can because you're not going to want to miss this. So I'm so excited to jump into this book today and I cannot wait any longer, so let's just get started. But before we do, this vlog is going to be spoiler free. This book comes out May 4th of 2021, so it's not out yet when this video is going live, but like I said, make sure to pre-order it, add it to your Goodreads, get excited. So now let's jump into the vlog. So I'm only on page 20 and already Tashie is about to make me cry with this anxiety representation. I knew going into it that there was going to be anxiety rep. I didn't know if it was going to be for the main character or not, but it is, and it's just making me feel so seen. Each book that I read that has anxiety representation is always so different from the other. It's like the smallest description in this book so far, but just the way that she worded everything and like explained how she felt about having anxiety and how she found out about her anxiety is the same as me, which just like makes me want to cry. I realized that I didn't talk about what this book's actually about. So if you're unaware, Joey, I'm trying to talk about what a book is about. What are you doing? Joey. Okay, so if you're unaware about what this book is about, we basically follow our main character, Karina. She is a Bangladeshi American teenager. So her parents decide to go on a vacation to Bangladesh for 28 days, leaving Karina at home because she is school. And somehow during these 28 days, the like resident bad boy of the school, Ace, like ropes her into this like fake dating situation. Really the only way that he can get her to do it is if he like buys her a bunch of books like every week or something, and it just sounds like the dream. But yeah, so it's fake dating. She's not supposed to be dating at all, and she has 28 days and she can't wait for it to be over so she doesn't have to date him anymore. But I know that they're gonna fall in love and I'm so excited for it, and this just sounds like everything that I love in a book and more. So I'm gonna get back to reading it, but so far I'm very impressed. Like, I'm literally only 20 pages in and I'm living for it so far. Okay, so now I'm only on page 32, but she's again almost made me cry. Like, I've never read anxiety representation that has made me feel like this. So like specific to me and how I feel. Before, I've always been able to like relate to certain aspects of a character's anxiety, but like it feels like she's taking things right out of my brain and I want to cry because I feel so seen. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't expecting the anxiety rep to be such like a big part of the story, although I don't think it's gonna be like the biggest part of the story, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this. I didn't think it was gonna be as big of a deal. I thought it was gonna be more subtle, but I'm really enjoying this. Okay, so I am now about to start chapter 5, and I just wanted to note that Tashie is really good at writing like conversational dialogue that feels real and also feels real and authentic to how teenagers and like young adults talk. I mean, it probably helps that she's like 22, but she is very good at putting like the specific lingo that people use and the way we say things, like just like specific little things that people say. She's very good at putting in here, and this feels very real to me, and so I'm really enjoying that. And I just think that she's doing everything just so well with this book, so I'm very excited. We've been introduced to the idea of Ace, but we haven't actually met him yet, and I'm very excited to meet him. He seems amazing. We love a good bad boy, and I feel like we haven't had like a good bad boy in like a book in a long time. I feel like it's definitely gone more to like the soft boy route, and I have no doubt in my mind that he has a soft side to him, but just to know that he's like the resident bad boy, I'm living for it. So yeah, I'm having like a grand old time. I can definitely see myself like reading most of this book today. I don't think I can read all of it today because I do have other things that I need to do, but I'm having a good time. Okay, so I'm on page 122 now, and I knew obviously that there's fake dating in this book, but I never knew like what was the reason for it. Like, there always has to be a reason why they would fake date, and I couldn't understand why they would fake date. It's like not in the description or anything, I don't think, but we just found out like how it comes about, and I'm living for it. Like, I think it's so cute. I'm obsessed with Ace. I think he's so funny and so charming. I love him. I love bad boys and books. They're great. I have so many tabs in this book so far. There, you can kind of see it there. Just so many, and I already know I'm gonna go through so many of my tabs. They're mainly like funny tabs and like fangirling tabs. I'm just having a blast reading this book, and I can definitely see myself rereading it throughout the year. So I'm gonna keep reading, but I'm really enjoying the direction that this book is taking. Okay, so it's the next day. I've done a lot of reading of Counting Down With You today, and guys, I'm obsessed with this book. Like, I knew that I would be because I've been hyping this book up and so excited for it for months, and I just had this like gut feeling that I was gonna be obsessed with it. But I think it might be like a new favorite book. Like, I'm obsessed with this book, and like, I don't know, like I haven't felt this way about a book in so long. Just one that like it consumes my every thought. I'm obsessed with the characters and the romance and all of like the conversations of not feeling good enough for your parents and all this disappointment that you feel that they have for you, and deciding whether you want to fight for what you want or if you want to just do whatever your parents want you to do, and all these cultural differences as well. I am just loving literally every aspect of this book. I'm currently on page 368. I literally only stopped reading to come in my room, put my laundry away, and because I'm having issues with my wrist at the moment and it was hurting to like hold open the book, and I think I'm gonna savor this and maybe finish it tomorrow. I don't know. I might be fooling myself, and okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna finish it today. I don't want to go another night not knowing how this book ends. I think I'm gonna finish it tonight and just be damned with my wrist. I don't care, guys. The amount of tabs that I have in this book, like I've got hundreds of tabs in here, like no doubt about it. Look at this. I mean, I don't think I've tabbed a book this heavily in a really long time, okay? Like, I think this is more tabbed than my original copy of What If It's Us, which is saying something because I thought that book was heavily tabbed. Or like A Very Large Expanse of Sea. Like, I have books that are really heavily tabbed. Beach Read, Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I don't think any of them are tabbed this much. I have like sometimes 4 tabs in a page, like just paragraphs apart, because I just love every moment of this book. Like, I genuinely don't think I have any complaints. I love the writing style. There's so many good lines and quotes in this book that I'm taking note of, and I'm just like, any moment between the main character and the love interest, even if it's just like the slightest touch or the slightest look at each other, I tab it because it makes my heart fluttery. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, my heart just gets all warm and like fluttery, and like I get like a warm, I don't know. This book is doing things to me, guys, and I am just obsessed with it. I hope that if you guys have not already had this book on your radar, that this video, you know, puts it on your radar and makes you want to read it, because I'm obsessed with it. And I'm not even done yet. Like, I still got a little chunk to go. I think maybe even like non-contemporary lovers could love this book. I'm definitely gonna push it on all of my friends. I'm literally hyped for this. And like, this is an arc, obviously. Like I said, you best believe that even though I do not have the money to spend right now, I'm gonna be pre-ordering a copy of this book, because Tashie deserves all of the love. This book deserves all of the love, and I want it to have the best chance that it can get. Obviously, we are still in the middle of a pandemic, and things are really hard for authors with books coming out, especially ones that are debuting. So I just want to show this book literally all the love so that it can go as far as it deserves, because this book deserves the world. Like, I don't know. I genuinely have not been this obsessed with the book, and I don't even know how long, maybe since last summer. No, that's a lie. I don't know. I've not felt so strongly and deeply connected and in love with a book and what feels like forever. And you know what? This one, I'm definitely going to be rereading it again this year. Like, I can already tell you that. I'm just going to call it right now. This is definitely going to make it on my favorites of the year list. I am calling it now. I don't know where it's going to rank on the list, if I even do a ranking, but I don't know what else I'm going to read this year. But I am obsessed with this book, and I hate reading really good books at the beginning of the year because then I feel like I forget about it. But if, you know what, if I just reread it 100 times, don't mind me. Me rereading this book 100 times this year because I need comfort and I need to feel this love. None of your business. I need an Ace Clyde in my life. He is the he has like the exterior look of a bad boy, which I'm obsessed with, and the interior of a soft boy. Like, he is just the epitome of like a soft boy. He is the sweetest little cinnamon bun, and literally, like, he says the most cheesiest cliche things, fully knowing how like cheesy he sounds, and it just makes me swoon. Like, it's dumb, and possibly if someone were to say it to me in real life, I'd be like, what are you doing? But like, it just works with Ace, okay? Like, it works with Ace. I am just like an absolute sucker for whatever is going on with this book right now. It's definitely like a different kind of fake dating than I've read in the past. I feel like their feelings are a lot more apparent earlier on in the fake dating, but I am not opposed. Like, I'm just obsessed with it, you know? We love a good fake dating trope. This one is no different. So I'm definitely going to try to finish this book today because I don't want to put it down. Like, I've literally been sat on the couch for hours reading. I was reading some before dinner, completely swept away in it, and then I picked it up again after dinner and just sat on the couch for hours. Like, so long that my butt started to hurt. So, I mean, that's saying something. I adore this book. It's going to be so well loved. I can't wait to own a finished copy of it, and I can't wait for you guys to read it as well. This has been a really long clip, but I'm going to go and finish this book now, and I'm literally so happy. Like, there's always that feeling when you read an anticipated release and you're scared you hyped it up too much. Like, I was definitely scared that I hyped this book too much in my head, considering I'd never read anything by Tashie before since this is her debut novel, but I was right to hype it up, and it has not ruined it. I am living. I'm thriving. I am so happy right now. Okay, so I am now on page 398, and first of all, can we just appreciate how many tabs are on these 2 pages? I have literally 5 tabs on this one page. There are 9 tabs between these 2 pages. I am insane. I love this book so much, but what I turned on the camera to say is that I just love how supportive Ace is in regards to Karina's anxiety. I am just a sucker for a love interest who is just completely accepting and supportive of the main character no matter what they're going through, but specifically with anxiety. In books like Eliza and Her Monsters and Fangirl and Finding Audrey and I Wish You All the Best, like in books like those where they're just completely supportive and they get it. And this one, I think, has to be one of my favorites. Like, Ace just pays so much attention to Karina and notices all of these like little things about her and ways that he can help her. He's Googled her anxiety. He notices that certain things help her feel better, like candles and certain scents and just doing certain things, and it's like the absolute cutest thing. And he just did this thing where he's like, breathe with me, and I was like, god. And it's just these little things that he does that just shows how much he cares. And he's very careful to not overstep boundaries, and when he does, he apologizes and he learns from it, and he finds out where her boundaries are and what lines he can and cannot cross. And I just love that, and it gives me so much hope, because sometimes I feel like with a mental illness in general, but for me specifically with my anxiety, I feel like sometimes I'm unlovable. Let's just get deep here for a second. Sometimes I feel unlovable, and that my anxiety is gonna be this big, all-important barrier that I can never cross or get somebody to cross with me. I feel like it's always going to be this thing that somebody else is not going to understand or care to understand or want to work around, because my anxiety does affect many aspects of my life. I feel like even more than Karina's, no matter how much I do relate to her anxiety in very specific paragraphs and like lines about her anxiety. I have yet to like read a book that like perfectly captures what my anxiety is like, because everybody's anxiety is different. What was my point with this? I think I remember. I think it gives me this hope that maybe one day I can find somebody who is willing to work with me and is willing to work around my anxiety. My anxiety, like I said, is different than Karina's. I feel like it holds me back a lot more than her. I'm very socially anxious, and I don't like going places without knowing everything about that place. I don't like going places without other people. It's kind of like a safety net and a guard. Not a guard, but like just somebody to protect me, I guess. I just feel safer and more comfortable when I have somebody else with me. I think a lot of my anxiety is feeling like everyone's watching me and judging me, even if nobody's looking at me, and so I just feel better when I have somebody else with me. I don't think she's quite like that, but it just makes me feel like no one's ever gonna love me and is never gonna want to deal with that. But I think that seeing love interests like Ace, who just 100% completely likes and supports and loves the main character, despite everything going on with her, despite the anxiety, he still wants to be there and still wants to like work through these things with her and to help her and to deal with it together. I think it's really important for me to read, because it's very reassuring. I think it's important for other people to read, especially like teenagers who are currently going through it and maybe feeling the same things. I know that this is a book that while I'm obsessed with it now, I also would have loved it in high school, because I was definitely dealing with these feelings and dealing with people not understanding my anxiety and not caring to understand my anxiety and blaming everything on me, when really it was just my anxiety and I couldn't control it, and I couldn't control how I was perceiving situations or how I was reacting to things. Everything just tied back into my anxiety, and they made me feel like it was all my fault. So I'm really, this is a very long-winded way to say that I am just really enjoying this representation of anxiety and this representation of a love interest completely understanding. Not completely understanding, because I don't think he actually maybe gets the anxiety, but he's supportive. That's the word. He's supportive of her anxiety and is there for her and tries to do everything that he can to make her comfortable and to bring her down from the anxiety, which I fully appreciate. And I just really felt it on this last page that I read, because it just, I don't know, it means so much to me. This book means so much to me. And like I said earlier, I think that this is going to become a favorite book. I think that this is going to be like my 2021's version of What If It's Us, where it's just something that I talk about forever and ever, and I never shut up about it, because I'm just absolutely obsessed with it. So I'm gonna finish this last little chunk, because I am almost done. I have maybe like 60-ish pages to go, so I'm gonna try to finish this. I mean, I don't want to, because I'm just loving it so much and I don't want this experience to end. It's like one of those books that you just like want to hold on and savor, but at the same time you need to finish it to know what happens, and I need to know how this book wraps up, because things are about to get intense. We are nearing the end of the 28 days and her parents are gonna come home, and I need to know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this and I'll let you guys know what I think, but I can't imagine anything happening in the last 60-ish pages that are gonna make me like this book any less. If anything, I'm sure it's gonna make me love it more. I love this book. Okay, so I finished Counting Down With You by Tashie Bhuiyan. I don't know how to put my feelings into words. I feel like I've done a pretty good job throughout this entire vlog of kind of talking about my feelings towards this book, especially in the last clip. But this book means so much to me, more so than I thought it was going to, because like I said near the beginning of the vlog, I knew there was anxiety rep in this book. I just wasn't expecting for it to be such a prevalent part of the story or of our main character, and I wasn't expecting to connect to it so much. I feel like every piece of anxiety representation in books that I've read are just coming together to form this like perfect little puzzle. I think that I might do a video one day talking about like my favorite books featuring anxiety rep, because I have quite a few that I'm just absolutely obsessed with that I want to talk about with you guys as well. But this book was just everything. This romance was to die for, like literally to die for. I wish I had my own Ace in my life. He wears rings, guys. I am a sucker for a man in jewelry. I don't know what it is. I have a feeling Tashie has a thing for it because she loves Harry Styles and he wears a lot of rings, and let me tell you, I love that. One Direction, Harry Styles, and Louis Tomlinson all were specifically mentioned in this book, and I'm living for it. Should be expected coming from Tashie, since I follow her on Twitter and I know all about her love of Harry Styles and One Direction. We're the same in that way. What was I going with that? Oh, but like a guy wearing rings is just like, you just instantly become hotter. I don't know what to tell you. Earrings, hence why the love interest in my book has earrings. I don't know. Like, this is something that is like, you can trace back to my childhood, okay? Like, I look at some guys that I was like attracted to when I was younger, and they had earrings. Boo Boo Stewart, okay? I loved him when I was 11. I still love Boo Boo Stewart. He has earrings. There's more, I'm just blanking. But I love earrings, and guys love rings. I just love when guys wear jewelry. I don't know why, I just find it really hot. Anyways, so we love that anytime his rings were mentioned, I died a little. I was so excited. And like, just the fact that I can see the rings on the cover. This was already one of my favorite covers, but just now knowing these characters and knowing how much I love them makes me love it 10 times more. Now I know where the title Counting Down With You comes from. It is my favorite thing in books when the title is featured in the book somehow, and I love the way that it was for this one. Yeah, you can see all of my tabs in here. I realize how excessive I am, okay? I do. There was like one page, let me see if I can find it. There's one page where I had like 3 literally like basically on top of each other because I just literally could not help myself. Look at this. There's 3 tabs right next to each other, and in total there are like 7 tabs just on one page. I love tabbing books. I realize this is excessive. I just couldn't help myself. Every single line felt important. I say the same thing about Victoria Schwab books, just like every line feels important and feels well crafted. And like I said earlier, every moment between Ace and Karina I needed to tab and I needed to fangirl about, because it made me feel all the warm fluttery feelings. Everything about this book, if anything I've said in this video resonates with you or you have even a slight interest in it, please consider adding this book to your Goodreads. Pre-order it, request it at your library, read it from your library when it comes out. Just support this book. Follow Tashie. I'll link all of her social medias down below. She makes great TikTok videos. She's very funny. Just please go support Tashie in any way that you are able to, because she deserves literally the world, and I'm just so obsessed with this book. So if you have not yet heard about this book until right now, you are welcome, because it's so good. It's so good. I think I'll love this book even more than I thought I was going to, if that's even possible. Like, my friends know I'm not shut up about this book at all since I heard about it. Also, I never request ARCs from publishers, and I went out of my way to find out how to request this book before she even posted about it. Like, I went out on my own, found the publisher's website, found who I had to contact, and I contacted them, and I made sure that I got a copy of this book, and I feel so lucky and so blessed. So guys, please, this book comes out May 4th, 2021. You need it in your life if you love fake dating. If you want representation of a Bangladeshi American teenager, pick up this book. If you want conversations on parents and their expectations for you and how to kind of manage that and go through that when you're in high school and what they want for your future, that was very specific. Get this book. If you love bad boys, soft boys, everything about Ace, you know, rings. He eats lollipops, which reminds me of Bo from Dumplin', and I'm obsessed. If you like that, read this book. If you want anxiety rep, this book. Just this book does everything literally so well. I don't have a single complaint. Like, I could probably sit here for hours just thinking about this book and I would not come up with a single complaint. I loved absolutely every moment of this book. I was never bored. I was never annoyed, except like at characters when I was supposed to be annoyed. This book just did everything beautifully. I am obsessed with it. Like, I don't know how to describe it to you, but like, I am obsessed. So please read this book, support Tashie, because this is my new baby. So that was my counting down with you reading vlog. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you guys are also excited for counting down with you, and if you have pre-ordered it, if you are adding it to your Goodreads, what you are doing to support Tashie, because please, she deserves the world. Comment down below a blue or a pink heart emoji because it matches the book cover. And subscribe if you have not yet already, and I'll see you guys next time.